Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, let's unpack this. The world of reality dating shows is absolutely booming.
It really is, isn't it? Everywhere you look.
Exactly. And Netflix is, well, undeniably at the forefront, not just in the US, but globally. It's huge. So today we're diving deep into how these shows are captivating audiences, revealing these really fascinating cultural nuances.
Yeah, those are key.
And sometimes maybe even actually helping people find love for real.
Indeed, and what's fascinating here, I think, is how these formats, while they share common underlying themes, seeking connection.
Right, the universal stuff.
Exactly. But they adapt and evolve to reflect local sensibilities, unique dating trends. It's like a window.
A totally unique window, yeah.
Yeah.
Into different cultures' approaches to romance.
How they view partnership.
Absolutely. So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We'll start by comparing two super popular South Korean Netflix dating shows.
The K-dating scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better Late Than Single and Singles Inferno. We'll examine their distinct concepts, their impacts.
Big impacts, both of them.
For sure. Then we're going to broaden our lens quite a bit, look at the Love is Blind franchise.
The global behemoth.
Totally. Exploring its international adaptations, fan observations online, which are always interesting.
Oh, definitely. Reddit, especially.
Right. And pulling out the cultural insights these global experiments provide. The goal is basically to give you a shortcut.
A cheat sheet, almost.
Yeah. A shortcut to being genuinely well-informed on this captivating genre. Get that insider's view on how love is, well, found or not found on screen.
And hopefully provide some clarity, connect some dots between these different formats,
Yeah.
Maybe even challenge some of our own ideas about what love even means when it's under the reality TV microscope.
It says a lot about us, too, doesn't it, the viewers?
Absolutely.
So, get ready for some surprising facts, maybe a few genuine aha moments.
I think there will be a few.
About how love is found or sometimes spectacularly lost on screen, from, the sizzling beaches of Korea to those kind of intense pods across the world. Okay, kicking off our deep dive today, let's talk about the Hallyu Wave. We all know K-pop, K-dramas, huge cultural force.
Undeniable.
But now it's really impacting reality TV too. K-dating shows are like carving out their own niche.
They really are setting themselves apart when you compare them to, say, Love is Blind or Love Island or even The Bachelor.
Yeah, the big Western ones.
Right. K-dating shows often have this markedly slow-paced and delicate representation of romance. It's different.
Definitely less overt. You rarely see big PDA moments or, loads of sexual innuendos.
Exactly. The focus seems to be more on these pure romances, the ones that come with slow burn moments.
Like watching a K-drama unfold in real life almost.
Kind of. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just like a style choice.
Yeah.
It really reflects South Korean cultural values around courtship relationships.
Right. Prioritizing emotional depth over maybe immediate physical stuff.
Yeah. Emotional depth and respectful courtship. That seems key.
So the tension isn't built through, like, aggressive passion right away.
Not usually, no.
It feels more like it's cleverly maintained through small gestures, like a look, a thoughtful conversation.
Precisely. Those subtle glances, the heartfelt talks. It's about what's unsaid sometimes, conveying so much emotion.
It is a masterclass in that. It feels so different from, say, a typical U.S. dating show where intimacy happens fast.
Very different. It's more about this journey of respectful discovery.
Which raises a question, doesn't it? Are these shows doing more than just entertaining, like serving a social purpose?
That's a really important point. Because even before Netflix jumped in big time, you had shows like Channel A's Heart Signal back in 2017 and I Am Solo.
Ah, okay, so there was already a foundation.
Exactly. They built strong fan bases in Korea, tapping into this appetite for a more nuanced look at modern romance there.
And these shows are sometimes seen as like a vehicle to encourage singles to find partners.
Right. Yeah, often depicted that way.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider the context, South Korea grappling with record low marriage rates.
That's a huge societal issue.
It is, and it reflects deeper things: economic pressures, changing gender roles, intense careers, shifting priorities for young people.
Will the dating shows become almost aspirational or maybe encouraging?
Possibly. By making the search for romance seem appealing, maybe even achievable, they could be seen as a sort of cultural nudge.
Gently encouraging connection amid all those modern pressures. Wow. Entertainment meets social commentary.
It's a fascinating intersection, definitely.
Okay, so zooming in now on two of Netflix's biggest K-dating hits. Let's start with Singles Inferno. It really burst onto the scene in 2021.
It did. Sizzling debut is a good word for it. High stakes, romantic challenges, very glossy.
You could maybe call it a mellow version of Love Island, but
Yeah.
definitely tailored for Korean sensibilities.
That's a fair comparison, I think. It
Yeah.
still has those, cheesy flirtations.
Yeah.
Enough to give you butterflies, like you said, like a wholesome K-drama.
Totally. And the cast is usually, well, pretty stunning.
Oh, yeah. A group of South Korea's hottest singles. Many are already influencers, models.
Mhm.
Do they know how to work the camera?
Which means great fashion moments, very polished look overall.
Definitely. And the drama, often those classic love triangles, plays out against these gorgeous beach backdrops. Visually, it's fantastic.
Super appealing, yeah. And the mechanics, they have these physical and emotional games over, 10 or 12 episodes?
Mm-hmm. But the real hook, the core mechanic, is the Inferno versus Paradise thing.
Right. Explain that bit.
So Inferno is the base camp, basically. It's more like glamping on a remote island. Pretty basic, strips away comforts, forces interaction.
Makes them get real, maybe.
Supposedly. But if a couple makes a strong connection, they win a trip to paradise.
Which is?
Pure luxury. A high-end hotel. They get proper dates. They can finally reveal their ages and jobs. Stuff kept secret in Inferno.
Ah, okay, so it's a reward, lets them get closer without the island distractions.
Exactly. It ups the emotional stakes, makes those paradise dates feel really earned and significant.
Brilliant. And then there's the panel. This is where it gets really interesting, I think.
Oh, the celebrity panel is gold.
Yeah.
They're not just watching. Their reactions, their commentary, it shapes the whole experience.
Remember season 1? Hong Jin-kyung, Lee Da-hee, Koo-hyun, Han-hae, such a great mix.
Fantastic chemistry. And later, they added Dex from season 2.
Right, the former contestant perspective. That's smart.
Totally.
Yeah.
And this panel, they often really tap into what viewers are feeling. They'll offer constructive criticism, sometimes challenge the contestant.
Yeah, they don't hold back sometimes.
But also inject humor into awkward moments. It just elevates the whole thing beyond watching people date.
It gives it context, makes it funnier, more relatable, a shared experience.
Exactly. It's a huge part of its appeal.
Okay, so shifting from the glam of Singles Inferno now to Netflix's newest K-dating hit, Better Late Than Single.
Yes, the one that really took off recently.
Totally. Became a global phenomenon, it seems, because it's so raw and vulnerable about modern dating.
It's a huge departure from the usual dating show formula, isn't it? Almost like the anti-singles Inferno in some ways.
How so?
Well, instead of influencers and models, the cast is this group of shy and introverted eternal singles.
Right, the motae solos. What does that mean exactly?
It's a Korean term, yeah.
Yeah.
It means eternally single people who have genuinely never been in a relationship before. Ever.
Wow. Okay, that premise alone brings a whole different energy. Sincerity, maybe?
Definitely a level of sincerity and authenticity that feels, well, kind of rare in reality TV these days. It taps into something really human, that vulnerability in dating.
Absolutely. So the show isn't just about finding love, it's more about self-growth,
Yeah.
facing the challenge of connecting.
That's exactly the promise. And it
Yeah.
delivers. You see these genuinely awkward, sometimes fumbling interactions.
The cringy but relatable.
Totally. But always incredibly vulnerable. And that's what makes it so endearing, so touching for viewers. It's not manufactured drama.
It's about personal development, learning to connect. So how do they help them? There's this glow-up journey.
Yes, structured in 2 stages. First, they get intensive coaching fitness, fashion, but crucially emotional coaching too.
Ah, okay. Supervised by celebrity mentors.
Right. The goal is to help these motae solos handle the social pressure of the show, overcome that deep shyness. Then, after the makeovers, they head to a resort to live together and try to mingle.
Fascinating. A very deliberate process.
It really is. And the show strips back the drama, trades the usual reality TV tricks for authenticity. It doesn't focus on looks or status.
It lets their sincerity shine through instead. Their hope of finding first-time romance.
Exactly. And this is where the mentors become so important and different from the Singles Inferno panel.
How so?
Here, they're not just commentators. They're active experts, coaches, helping the contestants enhance their personalities, navigate real dating issues.
Ah, okay. Like, give us some examples.
Well, you have actor-singer Seo In-guk acting as a Cupid expert. For some of the guys, No Jae-yoon, Ha Jung-mok, Kang Kwon-kyu, tailored advice.
Mm-hmm.
Actress Kang Hana encourages the women, Kang Ji-soo, Kim Yo-myung, Lee Min-hong, to be more expressive, push their boundaries.
Getting them to open up.
Yeah. Musician Carr, The Garden gives really genuine, sometimes kind of tough dating advice. to Kim Sung-lee and Kim Sang-ho.
Real talk.
Definitely. And comedian Lee Eun-ji brings humor while helping Gi-do and Park Ji-yeon.
Yeah.
And these mentors, they aren't afraid to, call their mentees out, poke fun a bit.
But supportively.
Always supportively. It adds to the charm. So the impact that this active mentorship provides real support, real-world application of what they're learning. It's very different from just commentary.
Makes you feel really invested in their growth.
Totally. You're rooting for their whole journey, not just the romance part.
Right.
Tag, 1.4 memorable faces and places.
And beyond the people, the places are stunning too, right? Both shows use these gorgeous South Korean locations.
Oh, absolutely. Added visual treat.
Yeah.
Like travelogues within the dating show.
Totally. Imagine the visual treat for viewers, whisking you away. Singles Inferno has shown off different parts of Korea. Seasons 1 and 2, Inferno was near Incheon, right?
Yeah, and Paradise nearby, too. But then Season 3 moved Paradise to Jeju Island.
Ah, Jeju. Famous for its beaches, volcanic landscapes, very scenic.
Definitely up the luxury feel.
Yeah.
And Season 4, Inferno was on this remote island, Sasamdongdu.
Sounds rugged.
Very natural beauty. And Paradise was the Banyan Tree Club and Spa in Seoul. Super high-end.
Wow, quite the contrast. Shows the evolution.
It does, whereas Better Late Than Single kept it all in one place, right?
Yeah, entirely shot at a resort on Jeju Island, too.
So it has that consistent, serene K-drama aesthetic, like Our Blues or Welcome to Samdalri.
Right, enhances that focus on sincere connection. The locations really set the mood.
They absolutely do. Now let's talk memorable contestants. Better Late Than Single, Season 1. Zhangbak.
Ah, yeah, the 26-year-old student. Got a bit of a player rep, didn't you?
He did. Tried charming Gi-do, then switched focus to Ji-yeon. Lots of red flag chat online.
But he paired with Jaeon in the end. Shared a spicy moment.
They did. But the off-screen romance didn't last. He confirmed on Instagram in August they'd split.
Ah, reality bites. Even for the sincere shows.
Happens all the time. Then there was No Jae-yoon, the VFX artist.
Oh, everyone rooted for him. So shy, so much social anxiety, very relatable.
Totally. He got turned down by Kim Yo-young, but his efforts to make amends, his whole glow-up.
Incredible transformation. From avoiding eye contact to fan favorite.
Really commendable journey. And among the women, Kim Min-hong stood out.
Yes. Very mature, clear about her goals, gave great advice.
And she left unpaired, but on her own terms. Made a choice for herself.
Here's where it gets really interesting. A contestant making that mature choice, not forcing it. That speaks volumes about the show's focus on self-growth.
It really does. Very refreshing.
And from Singles Inferno. Yoo Se-yoon, Season 3. Huge popularity.
Yeah, poised. Striking resemblance to Blackpink's Jennie didn't hurt.
Huh. Probably not. She coupled with Choi Min-woo. Fan favorites.
And you absolutely have to mention Dex. Kim Jin-young.
Oh, Dex. Season 2 icon, now a panelist.
Exactly. One of the most popular contestants ever.
Yeah.
Built a whole entertainment career. Brings that fun energy back to the panel.
Full circle. Kang So-yeon from Season 1 too. Former idol.
Yeah, model too. Had that palpable chemistry with Oh Jin-tae.
I remember that. Shame they split. She popped up on Physical 100 too, right?
Yes, she did. Shows the platform Singles Inferno provides. And Season 4's Lee Se-in. Reality TV background already.
Right. Idol School. Produce 48. Became the hottest single, apparently.
3 guys vying for her. She ended up with Yuk Jun-seo.
Wow. So both shows are definite hits, but in different ways. Better late than single.
Its authentic approach really struck a chord globally. Hit Netflix's global top 10 non-English TV list in July.
Impressive for a debut. Top 10 in Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, Malaysia too. Solid IMDb score, 7.5.
And already greenlit for Season 2. Clear sign of success.
Definitely. And Singles Inferno, that's a different beast.
Much bigger, established franchise. 4 seasons. Season 4 was its most popular, yet 21 million viewership in the first 4 weeks.
Huge numbers. Consistently in the global top 10 non-English. IMDb 7.2.
And confirmed for Season 5, already in production. It's an enduring hit.
So what does this all mean? Both are successful, but totally different vibes, different audiences maybe. Shows Netflix's diverse strategy works.
Absolutely. It demonstrates they can capture hearts with both the glamorous and the vulnerable. Diverse storytelling wins.
Okay, let's pivot now. From those unique Korean dating styles, we're jumping into the pods. Love is Blind.
The global phenomenon.
Right. It's taken its social experiment everywhere. But the big question is, how does this Love is Blind idea, which started in the U.S., how does it actually translate? How does it adapt or maybe even change across all these different cultures? Is love really blind everywhere?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The core format, though, is remarkably consistent across all versions. That's part of its strength.
Explain the basics again, just quickly.
Okay, so single men and women, all looking for serious commitment, they meet in these pods. They talk, connect emotionally, but can't see each other at all.
Total blind dating.
Exactly. They choose a partner based purely on that connection, get engaged sight unseen.
Wild concept every time you hear it.
It is. Only after the proposal do they meet face-to-face. Then it's off to a luxury resort, meeting family and friends back home.
The real-world tests?
Right. And then they have just 10 days, this intense pressure cooker period, to plan a wedding and decide at the altar, I do or I don't.
Wow. It's a formula that just works, doesn't it? Drama, romance, heartbreak.
Incredibly compelling and globally popular. Since the U.S. debut in 2020, there have been 8 international versions aired already.
8. And more coming.
Yep. Love is Blind, France and Love is Blind, Italy are slated for later this year.
The empire expands, and these shows are hits, right? Turning cast members into celebs.
Huge hits, often. Breaking viewership records in places and, yeah, creating overnight celebrities. It taps into that universal fascination with finding love, even under these bizarre circumstances. So what's fascinating is looking at how fans rate these different versions. We used IMDb ratings to get a snapshot of perceived success and maybe cultural resonance across the board.
Okay, a global report card. Love it. Who's top?
Top of the class, according to IMDb fans, is Love is Blind. Japan with a 7.0 out of 10.
Japan. Okay. It debuted Feb 2022, second spinoff after Brazil. Why so high?
Well, the success rate is pretty remarkable. 8 couples formed, 6 split before the wedding, which is pretty standard for the show, honestly. But 2 couples actually got married, Wataru and Midori and Ryotaro and Motomi.
Okay. 2 successes. That's good for this show.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
Both couples are still married.
No way.
Yes. And both pairs have now become parents. They've started families.
Wow. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Actual long-term success from the experiment. That's amazing. Shame season 2 got canceled then.
It really is.
Yeah.
But that success suggests maybe a cultural fit, a certain approach to commitment that aligns well with the premise.
Could be. Okay, who's next?
Number 2 is Love is Blind, UK, with 6.91. Hosted by Matt and Emma Willis, debuted last August.
Right, I caught some of that. Season 1 had 7 couples, 3 weddings.
Yep. Though Steven and Sabrina split after saying I do. So would 2 successful couples remain, Benaya and Nicole and Bobby and Jasmine.
Okay, still pretty good. And season 2 just started.
Just debuted August 13th. 5 couples went to the next stage, 3 made it to the altar. Billy and Ashley, Kieran and Megan, Cal and Sarover. Reunion will tell the full story.
Always got to wait for the reunion. Viewership strong.
Yeah. Season 1 got 3.6 million viewers first week. Season 2, 2.6 million. Still really popular globally, even if S2 buzz felt a bit lower, maybe.
Gotcha. Number 3.
Love is Blind, Sweden, 6.510. And we're calling this the Baby Boom Edition.
Aha. Why is that?
Premiered January last year. 5 couples, 3 weddings. But get this. Chrisley and Rasmus just announced she's pregnant.
Another one.
And Amanda and Sergio already had their baby boy, Ralph, born last May. They announced they were expecting during their season.
Wow. And season 2 debuted March this year.
Yep. 3 couples got married, and again, Corinne and Nicholas announced they were expecting at their reunion episode.
Unbelievable. So what does this all mean? Sweden is like the place for lasting love and babies via reality TV pods.
It certainly seems that way. Real success stories. Season 1 viewership was strong too, 1.7 million.
Incredible. It's fascinating that Japan and Sweden, maybe perceived as less overtly dramatic, have such lasting success.
It does suggest something about the connections formed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe less theatrics allows for deeper roots. Okay, next, the original, Love is Blind, USA, 6.210.
The OG, 8 seasons down, 9 and 10 coming. Nick and Vanessa Lachey hosting.
Season 8, released in March, had 5 couples reach the altar, but only 1 got hitched. Taylor Haig and Daniel Hastings, married March 2024.
Only 1. Interesting. Even though it wins awards, Critics' Choice 3 times.
Right. Its actual marriage success rate isn't the highest internationally, despite its longevity and impact.
That is fascinating. Does the pressure of being the original or maybe U.S. dating culture itself play a role? Interesting thought. Tied with the U.S.
Love is Blind. Brazil, also 6.210. This was actually the very first international version back in October 2021. Season 5 is already in the works.
Hosted by Camila Queiroz and Kleber Toledo, known for drama.
Oh, yeah. And twists. Remember season 1, Nanda chose Tiago over McDavid in the pods.
Vaguely.
But then at the reunion, bam! Revealed she and Tiago split, and she got back with McDavid.
What? The guy she rejected?
Yep. And Nanda and McDavid then had a baby, Ben, in 2022.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. The post-show drama totally overshadows the original pairing sometimes. Life happens after the cameras. Season 4 viewership, 2.1 million, still strong.
Exactly. The narrative keeps going.
Okay.
Okay, number 6, Love is Blind, Argentina. 5.610, launched November last year. 2 couples got married.
But wasn't there something weird with the format there?
Yes. Unique break. Florencia and Jose Luis, who didn't even get engaged in the pods, came back as a couple during the honeymoon phase. They'd connected outside the structure. And guess what?
They're the ones still married.
Bingo. They're the couple who managed to stay married.
Wow. Okay, that raises an important question. Does breaking the format help? Or was that just a one-off connection that proves nothing about the pods? Hard to say. What did Reddit think?
Users noted an overly physical Argentina, suggesting a cultural difference in expressing affection, maybe.
Interesting observation. Okay, next.
Love is Blind, Mexico, 5.510. Debuted August last year, considered one of the most dramatic.
High drama, low success rate.
Pretty much. 9 men, 9 women, 6 couples formed. Only one couple, Karen and Fernando, made it to the altar and said yes.
Only one. Are they still together?
Confirmed they were, and even started the business together. So a single success, but a success nonetheless.
Okay.
1.2 million viewers for season 1.
Okay, nearly done.
Almost. Love is Blind. Germany. 5.410, premiered January this year.
Yeah,
Big cast, 30 people.
And the result.
Only one couple, Alina and Ilias, have remained married. Tough odds there. 1.3 million viewers first week.
Wow. And tied with Germany.
Love is Blind. Habibi, also 5.410. The Arabic version. Debuted October last year. Huge hit. Massive social media buzz.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that one. Passed from all over the Arab world.
Yep, 20 singles, all residents of the UAE, though. Filmed in Lebanon, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Very glamorous.
And the outcome, 6 couples progressed.
2 made it to the wedding day. Only one couple, Safa and Muhammad, exchanged vows.
Only one again. But Muhammad had that quote right about finding himself.
Yeah, said the experience didn't just transform me, it shaped me. Beyond discovering the one, I found myself. Which is a powerful outcome, too.
True. Success isn't always marriage. Viewership was big.
Over 1.3 million views first week. Number 8 globally for non-English Netflix shows. Reddit users called it formal UAE.
Reflecting those cultural protocols again. And just to remind everyone, France and Italy are coming soon.
The global experiment continues. The sheer variety in outcomes and styles is just fascinating.
Okay, now for maybe my favorite part. Let's dive into what the actual viewers are saying. Beyond the ratings, beyond the official narratives. Online forums, especially Reddit.
Oh, the treasure trove.
Exactly. It gives you this unfiltered, sometimes brutally honest look at how cultural norms are perceived on screen.
And what's fascinating here is how these perceptions, whether they're totally accurate or just broad strokes, they highlight the subtle and sometimes not so subtle ways culture shapes dating. It's like crowdsourced cultural anthropology.
Totally. Like, fans constantly point out the contrast between, say, the overly physical Argentina and Brazil.
Lots of touching, kissing early on.
Versus the reserved Japan and the formal UAE, where courtship felt much more deliberate, respectful.
Different tempos, different expressions of emotion. And viewers pick up on it immediately.
It's like a cultural fingerprint on the show. I saw one Reddit comment that really stuck with me about Japan. User said something like, I finally understand the obsession with Japanese culture. They're so sweet, kind, respectful, clean. Really positive impression.
Wow. High praise based on a reality show.
Right. But then the same user contrasted it, saying, I watched Lib Germany before that, and I didn't walk away feeling the Germans were so great, lol.
Ouch. But it shows how powerfully these portrayals land, doesn't it? Even if it's just a perception based on a curated cast and edit.
For sure. These are generalizations, obviously, maybe a bit tongue-in-cheek, but they show how these shows become these weird cultural barometers for global audiences.
They absolutely do. They spark conversations and shape impressions way beyond just the show itself. It's more than just entertainment.
And this leads perfectly into, where do fans want Love is Blind to go next? People are actively campaigning for new countries.
The global wish list. It's huge. The appetite for seeing this experiment in new cultural contexts seems endless.
So what are the big requests? I saw Nigeria, Ghana mentioned a lot.
Definitely. South Korea pops up often, despite the K-dating shows aren't existing. Poland, India, massive calls for India, South Africa.
Canada, too, specifically Montreal for the French-English dynamic.
Ooh, interesting angle. Australia, Spain, Greece, Caribbean nations, Lots of Eastern European countries, Lithuania, Slovakia, Czech Republic.
Wow. Indonesia, Thailand, New Zealand, Chile.
Yeah.
The list goes on. People are curious about love everywhere.
Truly global curiosity. But India comes up again and again. There's this strong feeling, like one user said, it will be crazy because our culture is so different.
And they predicted more couples would make it to the end. Why?
The thinking seems to be the cultural context around marriage in India. It's often seen as a very serious commitment, sometimes involving families more heavily, maybe less individualistic.
Right. So the blind part might align with arranged marriage concepts, and the commitment aspect is already strong.
That seems to be the fan theory. So what does this all mean for a place like India? It could genuinely add a whole new layer, testing the format against these deep-rooted traditions. Could be profound.
Definitely one to watch if it ever happens. What about South Korea again? Fans want it, but is there skepticism?
There is. Despite Singles Inferno's success, some fans debate if the Love is Blind format, the fast engagement, sight unseen really fits with traditional Korean dating norms, which are often slower, more deliberate.
That tension between a hit format and local culture. Interesting. And South Africa. Fans want the drama.
Oh yeah. Citing the ultimatum, South Africa as proof they deliver. The South Africans can bring the drama, is the feeling.
But there are concerns, too, right, about complexity.
Valid concerns, yeah, about potential race issues playing out or accents and names being dead giveaways behind the wall, undermining the blind part.
Highlights the real challenges of taking this format everywhere. Identity is complex, and the pods can't erase everything.
And these fan discussions don't just praise or make wish lists. They also raise some serious criticisms and challenges. It makes you wonder, is the experiment maybe losing some steam or facing new problems?
Definitely seeing fatigue expressed. The biggest one seems to be just sheer volume. Fans feel like they're drowning in seasons.
Understandable. 9 seasons scheduled for 2025 alone. US S8, 9, 10, Sweden S2, France, Italy S1, Argentina, UK S2, Brazil S5, maybe Habibi S2.
It's overwhelming. People are saying, I don't have time for all of them. And calling for fewer U.S. seasons, more international variety.
Suggests the novelty of where it is might be more appealing now than just more of the original. Quality over quantity, perhaps.
Could be. Then there are those funny but kind of serious concerns about small countries.
Ah, yes. The Iceland-Greenland problem, where everyone might know each other or worse.
Right. That Reddit comment. An added twist, mama, we're talking incest here. Hilarious, but highlights a real potential issue.
Leading to the practical suggestion, DNA check before the show. You gotta laugh, but it points to logistical hurdles.
And the idea that in some places, like maybe Denmark, the whole premise clashes with culture, like men being allergic to marriage.
Exactly. Fundamental challenges to the show's core goal in certain cultural contexts.
But maybe the biggest, most fundamental criticism hits right at the title. Is love truly blind?
The casting issue. Fans consistently point out that the cast seems, well, largely conventionally attractive.
Right. Which leads to that critical question fans keep asking. What if they did blind interviews? Cast people sight unseen? Then we'd really know if love is blind.
It's a direct challenge to the experiment's integrity, isn't it? If physical attractiveness is still a filter, even implicitly.
How blind is it really?
Exactly. This raises an important question. Are producers prioritizing entertaining TV with good-looking people over the purity of the social experiment? It's a tension.
A major tension. Are we really testing if love transcends looks, or just setting up attractive people in a slightly more complicated way?
It makes you question the authenticity of the blind aspect, even if the intentions are good. Does conventional beauty still win out, even in the pods?
It seems like, yeah, the global appeal is there, the cultural insights are fascinating, but these fundamental questions about production, casting, and the core premise won't go away.
And it's actually a sign of audience engagement, isn't it? That viewers care enough about the concept to question its integrity, to want it to be more authentic, more truly blind.
Absolutely. They're invested in the idea, and they want it to live up to its potential. Hashtag tag outro. So wrapping up this deep dive.
Yeah.
What does it all mean? We've seen the K-dating world offering these really distinct flavors, the slow burn vulnerability of a better late than single,
So compelling.
and the glossy high-stakes romance of Singles Inferno. Two very different paths.
And then Love is Blind's global trek, showing us just how much culture shapes that universal search for connection. From Japan's quiet success to Brazil's passionate drama.
It's undeniably clear that while wanting love is universal, how we find it, show it, especially on TV, it's incredibly varied, shaped by customs, vulnerability, even the show's design.
Absolutely. Those success stories in Japan and Sweden, for example, they offer real hope, genuine insights that lasting connections can form, even in this artificial environment. But the fan observations reserve Japan, physical Argentina, they remind us romance isn't one size fits all.
So true. And as these experiments keep multiplying, more shows, more countries, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? In our super connected yet kind of isolated world, are these dating shows becoming our weird global classroom for understanding connection and cultural diversity? Or are they just, captivating TV, a sometimes flawed reflection of how we try and often stumble to find a partner today?
That's a great question. The constant innovation, the moda solos, the pods, it definitely speaks to this deep human desire to figure out connection. How do we click? Why?
Yeah.
Maybe the real deep dive in the end is into ourselves. What do we as viewers get from watching these journeys? What are we trying to learn about love, commitment, human nature? What do you think these shows truly reveal about love in the 21st century? What are we all really looking for when we press play?